grinding every day. Long hours, no backup, no accountability. That ends now. The Empower Solopreneur Mastermind gives you one simple advantage: a weekly power session that turns isolation into domination. Every Friday morning on Zoom, you'll get real coaching and real feedback to make real moves. Join a group of driven professionals in a program designed for solopreneurs and people working at home. Stop getting stuck. Start scaling. Seats are limited. Lock in yours today at modernobserver.com/empower-mastermind.
Trump addresses the country, a healthcare bill passes the House, a Hollywood shakeup, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Trump delivered a rare primetime address Wednesday, saying he inherited a mess from former President Biden and has made historic progress over 11 months. The president used charts showing price decreases in gasoline, airfare, and hotel rates, alongside real private sector wage growth averaging $1,048 under his administration. Additionally, Trump announced 1,776 warrior dividend checks for 1.45 million military service members funded by tariff revenue. He previewed 2026 initiatives, including the Trump RX website for discounted medicines, and teased naming a Federal Reserve chairman who believes in lower interest rates by a lot. Trump also announced aggressive housing reform for next year. President Trump announced a blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers entering or leaving Venezuela after saying he's designating its government as a foreign terrorist organization, a move that would make it illegal for Americans to provide support to the regime. The U.S. currently has 11 warships in the Caribbean, the most in decades, though experts say that's not enough for a traditional military blockade, which would effectively be a declaration of war. Venezuela, which has the world's largest proven oil reserves, called Trump's move a reckless and serious threat that violates international law. Oil prices rose slightly on Wednesday after falling to near four-year lows earlier in the week. The House advanced a GOP health care bill Wednesday, even as moderate Republicans signed a Democratic discharge petition to extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies in an act of defiance against leadership. The vote was 213 to 209. Representative Jen Kiggans of Virginia was the only Republican to vote no. The GOP package would not address the expiring Obamacare subsidies. Rather, it would appropriate funds to pay for cost-sharing reductions in Obamacare, a complicated move that would lower premiums for some people but decrease the overall number of subsidies and make premiums more expensive for others. Moderate Republicans had been sounding the alarm for weeks that failing to extend the subsidies would drive up American health care premiums and cost the party its majority in the 2026 midterms. The subsidies will expire at the end of this month, and lawmakers will be leaving for a winter recess later this week. The average American household is projected to spend nearly $1,000 on heating this winter, up over 9% from last year. The rising costs are due to higher electricity and natural gas prices, coupled with unusually cold temperatures in some parts of the country. Hollywood's biggest and most prestigious evening will soon move to YouTube. Starting in 2029, the Academy Awards will stream exclusively and for free on YouTube after its current deal with ABC expires. The Oscars have aired on the Disney-owned network every year since 1976, but have hemorrhaged viewers in recent years as people increasingly consume content online. In a statement, the Academy said that the move will allow the award show to reach the largest worldwide audience possible. Disney executives were reported to be caught off guard and learned the news just moments before it became public. That's the Raw Naked Truth for December 18th, 2025. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.